G'day Fishers, Tony Bennett, Fish Camp Ski, Yarrawonga and Mulwala. Welcome back to another week of Mulwala reports. This week we've got a plethora, so that means a heap for you simple people. Again, thanks to crew at Wilson's Fishing and Blade and Tails Rods. As we say, you send in a report, a couple of the more meritorious or special captures each week win a lure. At the end of the month, we'll be judged, somebody will win a Blade and Tails rod. So again, as I said, we'll whip through this report. Plenty to report this week. Again, cod season open, Mulwala, the home of the Murray cod. Where else would you want to be? So first up, Theo Galanis. Last Saturday night had Theo out, got his first one off the surface, 67 centimetres. So good stuff, well done to Theo. Local staff member Tanya Cannon and the husband Steve, they've been out a couple of times this week. They got a 65, a 67 and a 69 centimetre, more up the top of the lake. So yeah, well done to Steve and Tanya. For those fishing up the top of the lake, there is a fair bit of weed about, so you've got to pick your way between the weed. You might only have a metre or two of a pocket to fish around a piece of timber, but the fish are about. So a bit of a pain in the arse having to pick the weed off, but there is fish to be found in amongst the weed. Next one up, a nice fish, a 92 centimetres, caught on cheese. This was caught by Nick Fordham, so well done, Nick. Another one caught on a gantrel, was 102 centimetres by Clinton Davey, so good effort there, Clinton. David Hando's another one, sent in a few nice photos. He got a couple of nice legal sized fish up around the Bundalong area. Craig Harris and his young fella Cody came over last weekend from Cobram. Had a fish up around the Bundalong area again in the lake, and young Cody got a fish of 70 centimetres, so that's his PB. So great effort, well done young Cody. Anthony Velani, another young fella from Melbourne, he came up last weekend with his mates, fished out of the canoes and kayaks around the Kiffins area. He landed his first cod and a beautiful fish of 80 centimetres, so a bit stiff to miss out of one of the fish of the week, but well done there too, Anthony. Another young fella just walked out of the shop, Christian Dollick, a bit of a character. He's been here a bit this week, spent a bit of time here this week from Melbourne. Earlier today, just landed a 57 centimetre yellow in the lake, so good yellow. Again, if it was in the Cod Classic, it would have been the equal biggest yellow there. So well done, Christian. Now, before we get into the winners this week, probably downstream fishing in the first couple of kilometres below the weir has been some of the best fishing we've seen here for a long time, especially numbers-wise. Dale, the chef from the Terminus in Yarrawonga, young Ryan that works for us over in the Yarrawonga store, he got 12 cod last night, 3 legals and 1 yellow. So to get 13 fish in a couple of hour session, super effort. And that's just been casting smaller size hard bodies and spinner baits to the timber on the edge of the river. So not a lot of rocket science to it, but yeah, at the moment the river seems to be the place to be. But this week, the winner of the Zurich lures, we've got 2 winners this week. I shouldn't say one bloke's tried to twist my arm, but he'll get a mention in a minute. But the first winner for his first meter, this is on a new Venom rod that he's just bought, Steve Lenson with a cod, I think that was at 106. So Steve, you've got a cod stalker, mate, so well done, great effort. So get in touch with us here, you'll get that. And the second one, you also get a cod stalker. Now, this bloke, he might know how much to use it, but out there on Sunday morning, fishing the lake just out behind the shop here, in the open water, managed to hook himself a 1.4 metre kangaroo. So, yeah, Matt Manley of Yarrawonga was out there fishing behind the shop and actually found a kangaroo who was swimming around out there in the open water. So Matt managed to lasso it, drag it in on shore, rescue it, let it go. So he's pretty excited about that. It is the best thing he's ever caught here. So well done, Matt. You've got the stalker, mate. So well done. Good effort. What else have we got here? Number one, don't forget in-store, anyone that spends $50 or more, Yarrawonga or the Mulwala store, goes into the draw for a Venom rod that will be drawn on Christmas Eve. And finally, this magnificent Baramba Lures lizard we have here, the blue tongue. For anyone that makes a purchase of a Baramba blue tongue lizard, either in-store or online, submits the receipt to Matt from Baramba, goes into the draw for this magnificent Baramba lizard. The latest one just sold for over $3,500 online. So anyone would be proud to own that in their collection. So that's a promo we've got going on here and online with Baramba Lures. So that's about it. Again, at the moment, as I said, downstream in the river, don't hear of it fishing this well very often. At the moment, plethora of fish down there, a heap of fish, hogs for you. So get yourself down the river or in the lake. As I said, there's a fair bit of weed around, especially in those areas you traditionally cast. So you might have to seek out a bit deeper water or a few areas that aren't as heavily inundated with weed. But anyway, again, Lake Mulwala, the home of Murray cod. Where else would you rather be? See you soon.